ExE Shoot Interview. Windy Trees with Steve.
Did you see the one? Alright, let's get back on. Okay. That's what she said. Okay, where were we?
You're going to give me out names.
Yeah, well, I was going to give you names. Let's see. Okay, we were going to start at the bottom. I guess, for me, the bottom of HCW, not to, really diss anybody.
You got to start somewhere.
It's probably going to have to be the tag team champ. I haven't seen him at all. But the tag team champions, I guess I'm going to have to start off.
Chop and the other guy. I can't speak so much for the other guy, but Chop.
I mean, you don't have to.
There's not much you can say about an 11-year-old. I've known him ever since he was little. I'm gonna hold off on that one. I'm gonna wait till he actually matures and see if he sticks with wrestling.
The only match I really saw him in was the ladder match at Reign.
That's the one that Kurt Taylor praised him in, and I watched it.
He was all right, for his age and his knowledge. But I mean,
I just don't think he should be in the ring with that many people.
The only thing I didn't like is when he got knocked down, and bless his heart, he got hit and he lays down and then he sits up and he looks behind and then he just sits there.
He does not. That comes with experience.
I guess that's a good thing about not having a really big audience in HCW.
We're a joke.
Yeah.
But no. Shoot. If a little 11-year-old is in a fist fight with a 17-year-old, one punch will knock it out. I mean, really. So I'm going to hold off on those two for real because I don't know too much about them.
No, I really don't consider this next group of people, wrestlers just yet. I mean, and you know how I feel because we touched on it a little bit.
I know where you're going with this one.
The divas or the women wrestlers or the
HCW's Rat Pack. That's what I call them.
They're gonna probably say we're gonna tune in next show and it's gonna be the Rat Pack.
The Rat Pack. If you don't know,
guys,
if you don't know what a ring rat is, look it up. But no, I don't know what to say about them. They're there.
Do you think that in the future, if more of them get to, like you were saying about Chop, they're not really matured? That sounds weird, but they're not really matured in the sense of wrestling. And I don't see them, from my point of view, I don't see them really coming to be like having more than 5 minutes. Usually the longest match is about 10 minutes. I don't see them really being anything big in HCW.
I don't see them doing anything. Some of them are my friends, some of them not, but I don't see them doing anything, honestly. You can't. They suck. I mean, straight up, they're horrible. And there's a difference between being able to teach and being horrible. And like I was saying before about sleeping your way to the top, you know who you are. Haven. But there's already talk about the divas, women, whatever. I don't know what we call them, the girls, Rat Pack or whatever. There's already talk about them being able to compete for titles. Let's talk about Haven.
Are they bringing in like a women's championship?
No, our title, like the heavyweight, extreme, and the tag titles.
The extreme, I don't see that happen. I don't see the extreme, so I'm not gonna see. Now tag, I understand because I mean, come on,
it's 11-year-old boys. 11. They can beat them. But no, what really struck me was when there was word going around that Haven, Sarah Dunford, Kurt Taylor's main squeeze, is eligible and actually in talks of winning the world title. I would stand firmly against that, and I know a lot of people would. For the simple fact is, one, we all know why she's getting that opportunity. Two, we all know why she's getting that opportunity. And three, you can't have a little 120-pound chick, not Kurt Taylor, Sarah, be the heavyweight champion of a company that's full of AJ Divines, Robert ExE's, Helsing's, Tanks. We would destroy her. Steve, chill out. Destroying wrestling terms. And you can't. It's not believable. It's like Batista said in his book. You have to suspend disbelief, and having her win is not. You can't do that. I don't even like the fact of the guys wrestling the girls. That just makes it seem really trashy and unprofessional.
I mean, I could understand it from a point of if they were actually had talent, you know.
But they don't.
Like
These are just
China
people.
or somebody like that. I could see that.
China was different.
Yeah, let's just move on. I'm not gonna get on.
Yeah, we can't get on the Rat Pack. We'd get way too long.
Yeah, they don't deserve that much time. That
No,
was so
no,
mean.
no.
That was so mean. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Let's see. I guess the next one would be, I guess you'd call him Dougalicious or Doug or
Insanity.
Insanity.
Know him on a personal level. Great guy. Really cool. Really chill. Wrestling wise, he's the kind of guy you go to for a quick match.
Like a jobber?
He's a jobber. He will take big spots, but he doesn't know how to wrestle. His punches are funny. I find them very funny. I like his sound effects he makes. He does a little whoosh thing. I like watching him and Chop go at it. But wrestling-wise, no, it's not working, dude. But you're cool to hang around. Don't get me wrong. Personally-wise, you're cool. I like you, but, wrestling-wise,
I
no.
wouldn't, I'm not to, go against you, but again, do you think he could ever really learn the ropes?
No. No, because he doesn't have the passion. He's not going to learn the ropes, not because he's bad or he's horrible or he's not capable, but because he doesn't want to. Like, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't.
It's just like one of those cool things to do, hang out with your friends.
Yeah, just hang out with your friends, just tussle around. He's not as serious about it as some of the top guys are. And that's where you're going to find the difference. You're going to see the top guys are the serious ones, and everybody else just falls below.
All right, let's see. Who's next? There's a lot of names in HCW nowadays.
Totally, man. It's hard to pick.
Well, I'm not considering near the bottom, but I haven't seen him in HCW in a long, long time, and I'm really looking forward to his comeback, and a lot of people are, and I mean this dude, I saw him early years. Ben, I think.
Ben, John Heartbreak.
Yeah. Well, let's get on.
Oh my lord. He's like a Chris Jericho. Small. He's probably one of the smallest guys we have. Smaller than Shadow and Kurt Taylor. But he's not a high flyer. He doesn't. He's like the kind of guy that believes that just because you're little doesn't mean you have to jump around and do stupid flips. He's a very technical, sound person. He idolized HBK. I'm talking, studied him so much. His finisher, the showstopper, was actually a super kick.
Nice name.
Nice, yeah, it's original. But he does it really good, though. That makes up for it. He pulls it off really good. And I've had many matches with him. He's a great competitor. His charisma is crazy. Like he's been focusing on his music career. He, believe it or not, actually has a record deal. So Ben, I'm giving you a free plug. When he gets a CD made, get it. It'd be great. I've heard demos. Really cool.
Is it gonna cost anything?
Like $2 maybe.
Nice. Now I'll have to try to pick a copy.
Not that much. Yeah, looking forward to it. And he's a cool guy because he has his feet on the ground. Like his character, John Heartbreak, is like a heel face kind of thing. Like you can't help but like him, but he's just a arrogant jerk. You know what I mean? He's so charismatic and he's so like jumping everywhere and he's just amazing athlete. But the real guy will sit down and have a 2-hour conversation with you about yourself. I mean, he's selfless. He's a great friend. That's what makes him so cool is when he's in the ring, he separates the two lives. He's Ben Hilton and then he's John Heartbreak, which is a lot of people don't do. A lot of people think what happens in the ring affects their personal life. Like Kurt Taylor, he thinks if he's a bad guy in the ring, nobody's gonna like him in real life. Ben, he can separate the two.
They could also go against them like like Matt Hardy now, you know, with his DID thing.